You were a 16-year-old human and captive of the Decepticons, but you had become friends with all of the cons. However, you had a special bond with the Decepticon leader, Megatron. One day you were walking home from school and you hear a helicopter coming closer. So you look up and you see Megatron, so you smile and say, "Hey Megatron, what's up?" Megatron lands and goes into his bot mode as he says, "I came to take you back to the lair." You smile and say, "I know my way though." Megatron picks you up and happily says, "So, I felt like coming and getting you." You calmly ask, can I tell you something?" Megatron responds, "Sure, go for it." You bashfully say, I love you." Megatron blushes slightly, then smirks and asks, "Could you repeat that, please? I didn't quite hear you." You pout a little, then say a bit louder, I said I love you." He picks you up once more and says, "That's what I thought you said. You know, I love you too." You blush deeply, then ask, Do you really mean it?" And he gently kisses you and asks teasingly, "Does that answer your question?" You blush even more and nod slightly as you say, "Mm-hmm." After a few weeks of you two dating, he hadn't seen you in several days and he was worried. So he asks Blitzwing, "Blitzwing, have you seen Listener?" Blitzwing's icy form says, They were captured by the Autobots. We have been trying to find them." Megatron says, "I'll go get them. I know where they are now. Thank you, Blitzwing." Blitzwing responds, "Anytime, my lord." When Megatron sees you being interrogated by the Autobots, he is irritated. Then Prowl asks you, "Why are you defending the Decepticons?" Then you respond, "Because they're my friends, and Megatron is my boyfriend, so I see no issue with defending the cons." All of the Autobots look at you with fear and concern in their optics, while Megatron just smiles and looks at you with love in his optics. Then Optimus Prime asks, "Did he force you?" You look at Optimus, clearly confused. Then you say, "No, why on earth would he do that?" Ratchet says, "Oh, I don't know, maybe because he's a Decepticon." You roll your eyes and say, "Just because he's a con doesn't mean he's all bad. You just need to get to know him, know how he really is." Bumblebee says in a irritated manner, "He's tried to kill all of us. He's lost our trust completely." Then you ask, "Can I leave now?" Bulkhead asks, "Where would you go?" Then you say, "Back to base, of course." Prowl asks, "Do you need an escort?" You shake your head and say, "No thanks. That would just cause more problems." Then you step outside, and the Autobots follow you, just to see Megatron land, pick you up, and fly away. Then Megatron asks you, "Are you alright, love?" You smile and happily say, "Yeah, that was fun. Plus I saw you watching through the sunroof." Megatron smiles and says, "Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. But if you saw me, why didn't you say anything?" Then you say, "So that they didn't freak out?" He chuckles, then says, "Okay then, great job. Love you." You smile and say, "Love you too."